Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. All that good stuff, man. College football is back in effect, baby. College football is back in effect. You guys got games tomorrow. Tomorrow. Now, obviously, it's not the Miami Hurricanes, the Florida State Seminoles, or the Florida Gators, but nonetheless, we got football. We got college football. We actually got a top 25 matchup. Now, I don't know how much stock y'all want to put in the top 25 during the first week, week zero, week one, whatever. But we got college football again. We got college football again. Now, I do got some announcements and some other things that I do want to, put out there tonight. Some bets, every year I always do some crazy bet or whatever this time around or whatever before the season start. So do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with a Florida State fan or a Florida Gator fan, and of course, a Miami Hurricane. So tomorrow matchup starting at 12 on ESPN. You got Iowa State at Kansas State. That should be a good one. Iowa State coming in, ranked at number 22. Kansas State is ranked at number 17. And then you got a few other games on, might be worth watching. But hey, at this point, we've been deprived. We've been starved for college football. So we'll take these matchups for now. We'll take them for now. But you got Idaho State at UNLV, out there on the other coast or whatever. You got Fresno State at Kansas. You got Sam Houston at Western Kentucky. And of course, ACC now, you got Stanford at Hawaii. So I don't know how much y'all going to be looking forward to those games. But nonetheless, those games are on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, we back at it. So, like I said, you got a few games, man. You got a few games. So, obviously, 12 o'clock, noon, Iowa State at Kansas State. Now, I really don't have no dog in that fight. I'm just going to watch it. First game of the season, obviously, got to get the jitters out. Some teams revamped. Some teams, you know, they might try to make a run this year. Obviously, both teams are ranked, so says something about them at least, or the folks doing these rankings got some kind of belief that they're a top 25 team. So not gonna put too much into it, but this game, this game should be significant in the fact that they're playing in Dublin, Ireland. Now, the last time I seen a game in Dublin, Ireland, it was Florida State versus Georgia Tech. It was Florida State versus Georgia Tech. Florida State fans had just came off of a 13-1 season. They don't want to count the last game because they got beat 63-3, but they just came off a total beatdown, total meltdown. The whole team had quit, and basically Georgia beat the bejesus out of them. Monkey stomp, straight. It was a massacre. It was a massacre. So now, this year, you got Kansas State and Iowa State over there. Now, obviously, I don't expect Nick Saban to be over there on either one of these teams' sideline, telling them that they look like a national championship kind of team, look like you could win a championship this year, the team looked that good, Because that's what he said about Florida State last year. And then we saw Florida State win 2-10. Absolutely trash pursuit of garbage. No doubt about it. Now, Iowa State versus Kansas State. I can't say to any of you guys that I've been hearing any kind of promo for this game. I haven't heard anybody hype this up in no kind of way. Maybe my circle is too small, but I have not heard anybody, and I do mean anybody, talk about this matchup. Iowa State at Kansas State. Hell, until I looked at ESPN today, I didn't even know they had a game in Dublin. I didn't know they were going to Europe to play this game, but I will be watching it. I will be watching it tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes, we got college football. It's that time of the year where you just ignore everybody. Ignore everybody. Turn the TV on at 12 o'clock, or if you watch, game day or whatever, turn the TV on and neglect your family. Neglect your family for the next 4-5 months or so, or whatever. But college football is back. Now, I do want to talk about Miami's first game, of course, Notre Dame. I've been gone for a little bit. I've been taking a little hiatus this off season. Every time I come back on live, I tell you guys, I've been chilling. I've been cooling it. I ran into a lot of Miami fans. I've actually ran into some Gators and some Seminoles that watch the channel that, recognize me outside of this screen and this camera or whatever. And they've been asking me, man, T2Y, when you coming back? T2Y, we miss you, man. T2Y, we need you to, come tell us something good, man, or just keep us entertained like you always do. We need you, man. And I'm like, hey, man, I feel you guys. I love the love that I'm getting, but I ain't been gone nowhere. I've just been on Twitter. I've been on Twitter a lot. I've been trolling a lot on Twitter, actually. Most of my posts on Twitter is nothing serious. It's just trolling. It's a lot of trolling material. Now, I have made a lot of haters on Twitter, though. I have made a lot of haters. Some of those guys on Twitter, they're real uptight. I guess they never met a guy like me that's, I guess I go against the grain, if you want to say, because I'm not scared to make little funny videos. I'm not scared to say certain things. I'm not scared to troll about certain things. I'm not scared to put my face out there. Hell, I even do videos out of my work truck. The headline is all messed up, and they've been telling me about it. Shoot, it has even been real critical. T2Y, you look like you got diabetes and this, that, and the third. You fat, this, and that, and the third. And they've been getting real personal, but I love it. I absolutely love it. You ignore those and you keep the entertainment going. Now, clearly, my main target on Twitter this whole offseason has been the Florida Gators. Now, Florida fans are like, damn, man, this guy really talks about us every day. Every day he comes in trolling. Don't you got something better to do? Why don't you talk about your own team more? This, that, and the third. Oh, you a Gator fan. But there's really, it's methodical. We played Florida 2 seasons in a row. 2 seasons in a row. For the first time in a long time. It's a home and away. God knows when the next time we're going to play them. So I got to take advantage of this opportunity to talk trash about them, to tell them how garbage their team is, to tell them how overrated their players are, to tell them how absolutely trash their coach is. He's been on the hot seat since he got at Florida. And hell, he'll be on the hot seat this year. I've been open about this. Florida fans, half of y'all don't even know who your backup quarterback is. If DJ Lagway, God forbid, and I don't wish no injury on no player, if he were to get injured, let's just say in the first game against Long Island, let's just say he go out there, something happened. I don't wish no injury on nobody. Something happened and the kid can't play. Let's just say he out for the season because he does have like 20 different injuries that they don't reported this offseason. Shoulders and leg or whatever, but I guess he's good to go, or they might be rushing him back or whatever, but that's all alleged. That's all alleged. But if DJ Lagway were to go down, I could definitely see Florida tanking literally 2-10, just like Florida State. I could see it happening, 2-10, just like Florida State. They claim that they got the worst schedule in college football history. These 2 seasons, of course, last year, won 4 games at the end of the stretch, so they feel good. They pumping their chest. Everybody been hyping them up, telling them DJ Lagway is the next coming of Tim Tebow, and this guy is destined to do great things or whatever. So, God forbid anything happen to DJ Lagway, a Florida Gator fan cannot tell you who their backup quarterback is. They can't. They won't. They won't. They can't. They will literally be on Google right now. Who the hell is our backup quarterback? Search. I could see 2-10 if anything were to happen to Lagway. Now, me personally, I want Lagway to play the whole season at 100%. I want him at 100%. I want Florida versus Miami at 100%. Last season, we played them 100%. They was at 100. We was at 100. We beat the bejesus out of them, 41-17. All season long, they try to pretend like that didn't happen. They try to put it behind them, this, that, and the third. It happened, Florida fans. Deal with it. It happened. Deal with it. Until you beat us, you're going to have to deal with 41-17. It is what it is. We y'all daddy. We own y'all. We went into the swamp and did exactly what I said we were going to do. We're going to turn that mother orange and green. Not that orange and blue shit. Orange and green. And that's exactly what happened. Them boys didn't even get to sing Tom Petty. They didn't even get to sing Tom Petty. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Them boys sure did back down, though. They sure did. So, Strepo did his thing, broke an ankle or two. We had Florida players sitting in the bushes, trying to get a little breath in the end zone. We turned their recruiter into their best offensive lineman. What's her name? Katie Turner? She was out there blocking our players from getting to their recruits because they know what's up. They know what's up. They were totally embarrassed in that puddle, whatever you want to call it, the swamp. Supposedly be one of the loudest places, one of the most hostile places. That place was so damn quiet. Cam Moore damn near became the first-round draft pick off of the first game of the season. That's tough. That's tough. All off season, I listened to those Florida fans talk trash about our secondary. Oh, that secondary, though. Who's y'all secondary, though? You know what? They was right. They was right. Our secondary was suspect. But they weren't in the first game. They was not. They played a perfect game against you sorry-ass Gators. Straight embarrassment. Hell, your new king, DJ Lagway, threw Jaden Harris interception. The guy was literally laying on the ground, and you threw him an interception. That's tough. That's tough. Which is crazy is Jaden Harris is now at Georgia, one of y'all opponent that y'all can't get over. So, speaking of Georgia, let's segment right into that. Carson Beck. Carson Beck. He was having a hell of a season with some terrible wide receivers. Terrible wide receivers. Dropping passes everywhere. Everywhere. If you don't believe me, look it up. There's multiple videos of people reacting to all them goddamn drop balls from those Georgia receivers. Georgia receivers couldn't even catch a cold. Hell, they couldn't even. Never mind. I ain't gonna go that far. Some things that happen in Vegas that stays in Vegas. That if you know the saying, then it is what it is. God damn it, they couldn't even catch herpes. That's tough. That's tough. Now, Carson Beck, of course, injured the elbow, did his little surgery, came down to Miami. Storyline with him and one of the twins, blah, blah, blah. His Lambo got stolen. I'm just trying to sum this up fast, didn't do anything for the spring, and then boom, he's ready now. A couple, scrimmages done happen. He's out there looking like he's ready to go, everything clicking. So, of course, we got to come talk about this Miami versus Notre Dame game. Now, obviously, this is Big Three. So, we got to throw them rivals in there, especially Florida. Like I said, who knows the next time we're going to play them. The SEC just came out and said basically they're going to go through a 9-team, SEC schedule. And then you got to schedule a high quality game outside of conference. Obviously, you're going to go to the Big 12, the ACC, and the Big 10. So expect a high quality game from the SEC. I actually got to applaud the SEC for implementing that. That way you don't see, 9 SEC games, and then you don't get to see the SEC outside of the SEC. They already, got that big old head that they the biggest conference, the best conference, and, they better than everybody. But now I'm going to put this challenge up for the Big 10. I'm going to put the challenge up for the ACC and, of course, for the Big 12. Those out-of-conference games, y'all got to slap an SEC opponent. Y'all got to slap them. Now, obviously, Florida and Florida State, they're going to play regardless. So, knowing the Gators, they probably going to use that as their excuse. All right, well, we play Florida State at the end of the year. That'll be our one game out, and that's it. We'll schedule 2 cupcake games, and that's it. They're going to try to run away from Miami like they always do. If the offer's on the table for them to play us every year now, I think they'll run away from it, especially what Cam Moore did to them. You don't want every year where, boom, you're getting slapped by Miami every year. Gator fans, we saw y'all run away from it a long time ago. I think y'all will run away from it again. So it is what it is. Now, like I said, I'm glad the SEC did that. I'm glad. So now you'll get to see some nice matchups outside of conference. It wasn't implemented this season, but you are getting some of those good matchups. Texas is playing Ohio State. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. Big 10 versus SEC, 2 of their top teams in each conference going at it. Must-see TV. Obviously, Miami is on the big stage at Hard Rock versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame just played for a national championship. Miami just came off a 10-win season. Cam Moore went first round. The team has looked like the best offensive line in the country. Obviously, there's going to be question marks at wide receiver. Who's going to start? Who's going to replace Restrepo? Guys like that. Can Carson Beck, manage this team to where, Miami will make the playoffs or be in the ACC championship game and stuff like that. So it's a lot of story. It's a lot of headlines going on. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I made a lot of money off them Gators last year. I took the offseason off on them Gators. I made a lot of money off of them. A lot. Now, bets made on Twitter, bets made on Facebook. Hell, bets made right here on the channel. I made a lot of money off of them. This offseason, especially with the transfer portal, not knowing who's going to be your guy after, spring and stuff like that, who's going to stick around, who's going to hit the portal. As soon as, the season's over and the bowls are over and stuff like that, half of the team, most of the time, if they're not getting, first or second reps, most of them going to hit the portal anyway. So I was like, you know what, this off season, I'm going to just chill, relax, spend time with the family, take a load off, man. Take a load off. And I've done so. Now, I haven't been gone completely because I pop up every now and then just to let you guys know that I'm alive and all that. But the season is here. The material will be there. I'm going to do my videos just like I normally do, whether it's in the car, whether it's something that I do some edits on or whatever. Whatever the storyline, we got it. I will go back to basically breaking down the games on Sunday. Of course, we'll talk about all the games that got played, who won, who lost, the matchups in the next week, and stuff like that. So things will go on just like it normally was. Now, Appreciate you guys for jumping in the chat also. Thank each and every one of y'all. I see y'all in the chat. I've been rumbling for a little minute, but I see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, everybody in the chat. Glad to see y'all here. Sarge in the building. What's good, Sarge? Now, Florida versus Rhode Island, or Long Island, or the Caribbean Islands, the Cayman Islands, ain't nothing to talk about. Florida should slap that opponent, feel great going into the next week. Nothing to talk about. The two games in the state of Florida to talk about is clearly Florida State, Alabama, Miami, Notre Dame. So I'm going to put the link in the chat because I do want to hear from Florida State fans. I kind of want to get a temperature of the room at Florida State. Castellanos been talking a lot of mess. Shout out to Castellanos. He's actually made Florida State football a little bit exciting again because for once, somebody, ain't just sitting there talking politically. He added a little spice to it. So shout out to Castellanos. Now, Alabama versus Florida State. I kind of want to hear some Florida State fans' opinions on this game, how they feel going into it. Clearly, last year was a dud. Clearly, last year, you guys were terrible. You was absolute trash. You was garbage. You were the scum of the earth. You was the worst football team on the planet. But this season, you got high hopes. New offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. You got some new players. Some of the ones that y'all didn't like because they didn't do nothing, they gone. So Castellanos is in the building and he's bringing new energy. He's trying to pump confidence into your players. He's been very vocal in these interviews and stuff like that. So it's out there. It's not something that I'm making up. Oh man, this guy's saying Castellanos talking trash. He is talking trash. It's on video. Now, Castellanos came from Boston College, quit on his team, according to everybody and their mama. Everybody on the team, nobody quit but him. So that's out there. It's in the public. It is what it is. Now he come to Florida State and expect to do great things, I guess. I mean, you're taking on one of the SEC powerhouse the first game, and you're already talking trash and expect to beat them. So clearly he got some confidence, or clearly he knows something about the Florida State team that none of us know. So hold on a sec. Let me get my guy in here. Sarge, what's going on with you?
Mic check. What's good, man?
What is the sound? I don't think it got the sound on. Hold on,
mic
Sarge,
check.
I ain't been at this for a little minute, man. Forgot I had to click the sound. Forgot I had to change the sound, not Rick.
No, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you did. There you go. I can hear.
Yeah, you got me.
What's on your mind, man?
Charlie, louder player.
Yeah, I got you. So Florida State versus Alabama. What's your take on that?
I think it's gonna be 63.
God damn. Sarge was saying some good shit too. Sarge, I think you got to fix your setting because lately that only been happening to you. But he said 63-3. Now, let me be totally honest with you guys. 100% honest with you guys. I want Florida State to win that game. I want FSU to beat Alabama. Now, clearly, what I want and what I'm going to get, sometimes it don't line up. Sometimes it don't. But in this case, I want Florida State to beat Alabama. I want them to win. Believe it or not, I want Florida State to win this game. I want them to beat Alabama. Florida State, y'all could beat Alabama. I don't know what they'll say about Kalen DeBoer. I don't know how Alabama fans will go about that, but that'll be a glorified win for the ACC. Now, I'm not no ACC homer, you know, praying for ACC teams to win and anything like that. I want Florida State to win though, because obviously we played them. Obviously, if they just beat Alabama, they're gonna get up somewhere in the rankings. They're gonna start, building if they win. So I want them to win. Sarge, what you think? You a Georgia Bulldog. What you think?
Yes. Yes. No, I want Florida State to win too.
You want them to beat Alabama? God damn, we lost Sarge again. But clearly, Sarge might be trolling. But I want them to beat Alabama. Now, I can't say the same for Georgia. Because, Alabama's been Georgia's kryptonite for a while. They could beat everybody but Georgia. Now, they did catch them that one year in the championship, for their revenge, Great storyline, Georgia. Good job. But I want Georgia. Oh, we got a Noel in the building.
Yo.
What's going on? Nolan Foe. What's going on?
Not
What's
much
the
chilling.
What's the foe?
Oh, like fourth quarter, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got Canes football talk in the building. What's good with you?
What's up?
What y'all think
So
win
Knowles,
tomorrow?
man. Nolan Foe.
What's up?
What's your take on this game, man? How you feeling?
Florida State, Alabama?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're gonna win, but I will say we might play them close.
You don't think y'all gonna win?
Nah.
So you going against the great Thomas Castellanos?
I'm not a delusional FSU fan. When I know we're gonna lose,
you know y'all gonna lose.
hello?
You say you know y'all gonna lose?
So stupid. It's gonna cost us a
This
game.
stuff messing up.
He must got some bad internet or bad connection. A Florida State fan just said, "You think y'all gonna lose?"
Mm-hmm.
Why you think y'all gonna lose? Somebody said at least he honest. So I said at least he honest.
Oh, sorry.
At least he honest. That's what Sarge just said. Damn, we lost them too. Seems like everybody got bad connections tonight.
Except
but
for
us
me.
Hurricanes, man, we always have good connection. We always got good internet,
Exactly.
As an outsider, as a Hurricane, Alabama versus Florida State, man. What's your thoughts?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like the theater. I can't say it. The theater to it. But the excitement that Castellanos is bringing, and he talking junk, saying Saban ain't there, bro. That's throwing shots right there. But I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm the out, like you said, we the outsider, so I don't got no pick in this one. But at the same time, man, I just know it's real. And Alabama, man, they just not, I don't think Florida State gonna last. I give Florida State like 10 points. They might get lucky and score a field goal and a touchdown, and Alabama taking off at least 42 to 10. That's my prediction.
42 to 10. God damn. 32-point loss?
42 to 10, bro. And that's not I'm not hating on Florida State fan. I ain't hating. I'm just speaking it real, 42-10, man. That's it. That's all I can say.
Does that get Norvell fired?
Hey, I don't know who get fired, but I know it ain't gonna look
Would
good
you allow
on a
a
lot of people.
42-10 loss on the open Alabama?
I mean, if it's against Alabama, I wouldn't look to fire him. If you want me to speak, not because I don't like Florida State, but if you want me to speak realistic, I don't think that should get him fired. Like, you feel me out, but because it's Alabama. So if they win or lose, if they win, of course that's great. But for them, but if they lose, I don't think that's a thing that they'll be like, because it's like they lost to Alabama. It's Alabama.
Man, I don't know. That last statement sounds like Manny Diaz, man. It's Alabama. They do this to everybody.
Hey, nah, they don't do it to the Miami Hurricanes all the time. I'm just saying, it's Alabama when it comes down to Florida State. It's
So
Alabama.
I'm looking.
I
I'm
let
looking in.
I let I let I would huh?
I'm looking in the comments. I see a few Florida State fans. Well, one of them made a score prediction. William said FSU 31, Alabama 28. Now Lenore's also
Um
Lenore's is a Miami fan. He said FSU 38, Bama 30.
mm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see FSU winning this.
I can't really see them winning it either, but I want them to win it. I want Florida State to win it.
Yeah. If you looking at his perspective, because we gonna be undefeated and I want them to be undefeated, yes. I've been telling a lot of Florida State fans and Florida Gator fans, I would love for y'all teams to be undefeated when y'all come see Miami. I would love for them to be undefeated. Because I don't want no excuses this year.
What time is that game? Hold on, let me check. So that game is on at 3:30 on ABC. So hell, if you got an antenna, you can watch that game. If you got a little Walmart antenna, a little $10 antenna you don't bought from Walmart, little bunny ear, hook it up to your TV. You can get the local channel, ABC, Fox, and all of that. You can watch that game. Alabama comes in, ranked at number 8. You got Florida State. They ain't ranked. They playing at home in Tallahassee, which, by the way, they just upgraded their stadium, or you could say they downgraded the amount of people that could go in their stadium. But some people will sit comfortably throughout the game, and some people will still have that little bleacher butt. But it is what it is. Now, they was kind of on the ropes whether or not that stadium would be ready, for the first game. But it seems like they don't threw some grass out there. I seen an upgraded, update thing today. So it seemed like they might be ready for that home opener. That's another thing I want to ask Florida State fans too. Like, after that game, the guys that do go to it, when we have the lives or whatever, I kind of want to get you guys' thoughts and the experience that you had in the new stadium. What was different? How they treated y'all. Did y'all go from burnt hot dogs to regular good hot dogs now? Little stuff. Was the leather seats or whatever kind of seats they got out there now, was it comfortable? Was the stadium as loud now that they got all them, seats that's gone or missing, all them people they can't jumble together on them bleachers no more? Does it feel the same? Do you get the experience that you had when you went there before? Are they pumping in, fake crowd noise, stuff like that? That's what I want from the Florida State fans after that first game.
Hey, Chichua, can I say something?
Go ahead, do your thing.
I just want to say something. I've been running across a couple of people out here. I stay out in Orlando, Florida, I run across a couple Gator fans, a couple Florida State fans, and all that other stuff. And I there's this one particular Gator fan, man. I'm real cool with him, man. Me and him real cool, so it's no hate, but it's all fun. But when I say this, man, I said because I'm just talking junk, still all fun, but still speaking the truth. So why when Carson Beck, T2, I want to ask you this: why when Carson Beck comes to Miami, he's this bad quarterback? He's not doing what he's supposed to do, or whatever, man. He can't perform like whatever he performed. But when he was at Georgia, from my understanding, um, Sarge, I see you in here. If you still in here, like you at Georgia, you like Georgia, So Carson Beck was this great quarterback at Georgia, and all of a sudden when he come to Miami, he's sorry. Nobody ain't worried about him or can he perform and all this other stuff. But from my perspective, I'm just saying from mine is he had receivers that drop passes and he threw the passes. There was highlights I seen where he threw the passes where receiver had it right there in their hands in the touchdown and they could score. And he the receiver dropped it. So his percentage level went down. So my question is that because his percentage level went down because of that, is he a bad quarterback because he had Miami? Like you get what I'm saying? Like why is he bad when he come to Miami, but he was good when he was at Georgia?
And that's a good question. I'm gonna put that link back in the chat if Sarge want to come answer that.
Yeah. Like I think I messed up on the question, but I'm trying to understand like why is it when he come to Miami, this is a sorry quarterback. This quarterback ain't good. He washed up or whatever. But a year ago, he was still, if you go look it up and you can Google it, he was still one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the nation. Like regardless, even after his injury or whatever. Like I remember watching that game where he got injured and he still came in and there was one game he got injured, but he came back in and he still performed with the other arm. He didn't even use like like if I'm not mistaken, like SARS man, if you can like tell me if I'm wrong or not, man. You come in here and tell me if I'm wrong or not, man. This man had his throwing arm was messed up and he came in to use the other arm. If I'm not mistaken, man. Like I'm not understanding. I feel I feel real great about this season. T2Y. I feel real great about this season. I feel real confident about the quarterback that we have. Yes, he's not Cam Ward. I'm not looking at him to do what Cam Ward did. Hell, if we want to be honest, T2Y, can we really say in the start of last season that we would expect Cam Ward to do what he had did? Like, to me, that's one of the greatest quarterbacks I ever played for the Hurricanes, man. Cam
Now,
Ward, man.
now
So I'm not looking.
I'll say this. From watching Cam Ward at Washington, I knew he was gonna be good at Miami. Because I knew he would have been able to protect him
Okay,
better. He would have had better weapons, which he did. And it all
okay,
worked out. It all worked out that
okay.
way.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I knew he
Cam
was
Ward,
good, man.
I always expected it. It was always the other fans, the Florida State fans, and the Gator fans, mainly the Gator fans, that was always talking about his fumbling and interceptions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was all on them. They thinking that it was going to be worse at Miami. Like we didn't have a better offensive line and better weapons than Washington State. But Carson Beck, on the other hand, now he coming off an injury.
Hmm.
So obviously they don't know what it's going to be like. And then obviously, in my opinion, we got a better offensive line than Georgia did. And I think
Yeah.
I can't really speak on receivers too much. I think I'll say this: as long as they don't drop the ball, I think Carson Beck will be just fine at Miami.
Yeah.
Because that was his biggest.
That's what I said.
Half of those passes that was dropped at Georgia, hell, if they weren't dropped, who knows? Georgia probably could have won the championship last year. When you look back at some of those passes that they dropped, that shit was egregious. I mean, wide open. Couldn't get no
That's
more
what
open.
I'm saying.
So
That's all I'm saying. Hey.
At the end of the day, I think Carson
No,
Beck.
see what you're saying.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. And one thing I can say, man, as a Miami Hurricane fan, man, like I love that we got depth. Depth. You know, players at every position and we loaded in that position. Like I love it.
Now I'll say this too. This year for the big three, it's like for the first time, nobody can really say what their quarterback is actually going to be like. Florida State dealing with Castellanos. They don't know how that's going to turn out. Hell, they thought DJU was going to be great, and you saw how that turned out. You know, can that offensive line really block Castellanos? Can their receivers get open, make catches, make plays for him? It's
we're gonna find out.
Who are their receivers? And that's the same at Florida. Florida might have a little bit more, you know, continuity at receivers and stuff like that. But they still really don't have anybody proven. They got DJ Lagway now, which he's not proven. This is that season where he can solidify himself, but he's not proven.
And I heard he was injury prone too, man. I've been hearing a lot of things happening around practice, and he's been getting injured a couple of times. I'm not saying he out. I'm not saying that he ain't playing, but he injury prone.
He's very injury prone.
Yeah. So I want to be real with you. As a Miami Hurricane fan, I'm ready to whoop ass to anybody. I'm sorry for cussing, but to any rivals, Florida State, Florida, and Notre Dame, who we play first, I'm gonna just say this right now. I hope everybody healthy when we play y'all, because I don't want no excuse.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. That's exactly what I want. I want them all to be healthy. I don't want to hear no excuse. I mean, they're gonna come with their excuses regardless. That first game against Florida, they was healthy. All of them was healthy.
Yeah, they was, and there was a lot of junk. There was a lot of people talking junk too. In 2024, we ain't got to bring up 2024 yet. That was last year. This year is whatever. But I don't care what y'all talking about. It's videos of people still out there. ESPN, everybody talking. Hey, Florida healthy. Florida should be doing this and doing that. Miami shouldn't beat Florida. And what happened?
We weren't even predicted.
That's all I gotta say.
We was an underdog in that game.
Yeah, we definitely was. They were supposed to. We weren't. They ain't even. Cam Ward wasn't supposed to be. He ain't used to that type of atmosphere. Cam Ward ain't used to that. That's what I heard. I heard of that stuff. It's all y'all can look it up. It's all on YouTube.
I heard all that too. Oh, Cam Ward ain't never been in the SEC environment. This, that, and the third. We heard it all. I know one thing though. Carson Beck definitely has. Carson Beck is very familiar with the Gators. Carson Beck ain't never lost to a Gator. So if you know they want to talk about that, then hey, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, I think we'll be just fine. I'm not even going to look forward to Florida because Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is a way better opponent than Florida.
I believe so. Defensive wise, offensive they not. sold on me yet. The defense, I believe Notre Dame gonna give us a problem.
I think we'll be
Let's just
just
see
fine.
how our boys step up.
Honestly, I think we'll be just fine against Notre Dame. A lot of people have been saying that, they got the feeling that it's going to be just like 2017. And I hope they're right. I love to see it. I would love to see it. Back to back, open season, beating the brakes off your opponent. I love to see it. If Miami go out there and just straight dog walk Notre Dame, you can't tell me nothing for the rest of the season. You can't
Not
tell
really.
me nothing. If they go out there and dog walk Notre Dame, you can't tell me nothing for the rest of the season. We're going 12-0.
I got us 11-1, 12-0.
We go out there and knock off Notre Dame and do it in dominant fashion. You can't tell me nothing. 12-0. 12-0. Anybody that try to tell me otherwise, I'm just gonna say go argue with your mama. Argue with your kids. Talk to the hand because the face don't want to hear it. We're going 12-0. It is what it is. Call me delusional, whatever. But if we go out there and knock out Notre Dame, I mean, I don't see no other team on this schedule that's like at the same level that they are. Definitely
Nah,
ain't
to be
Florida
honest
State.
with you, no.
Definitely ain't Florida.
I'm ready to see what our DBs and safeties is like.
Shoot,
That's the only position I'm looking
and
at.
the rest of the fan base, my boy.
Yeah.
you and all of us. We definitely all want to see that.
Yeah, because I believe we got some dogs out there, man, and I think they sleeping on that. They sleeping on Miami defense, and I think our offense gonna remain the same. I'm I'm sorry. I just feel like our offense is gonna remain the same, and our defense is. I just want to see what they gonna be like. The D line. I already know that they're gonna be straight linebackers. I feel safe with them. I just want to know what the DB is gonna be like.
Yo, Chris, what's going on, man? Chris, you there? Yeah, but man, we just 10 days away? Less than 10 days?
Yo, what up? What up?
What up, man?
Trying to hear y'all through my Bluetooth. Hold on.
We could hear you. I don't know if you could hear us.
All right. Can y'all hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, we could hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to disconnect that Bluetooth. No, I do. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I do got a proposition for Florida fans and Florida State fans. Kind of want to put them as a bunch, put them together, because they normally come together to fight us. They always have each other back. They like brothers and sisters. They cuddle, but they like to cuddle each other. If Miami's beating up Florida State, let me go help Florida State. That's the Florida fan way.
Yeah.
So last season, obviously, great for us, bad for me. Had to wear Florida State gear to all the Hurricane games, home games. So terrible season for me. So this year, I'm gonna make one of those crazy bets too. But in order for me to do so, Florida Gator fans and Florida State fans, they're gonna have to fund this bet. So clearly, they like the Wonder Twins. Every time Miami talking trash to either one of them, they like to put them 3 rings together and try to defend each other.
Yeah.
They like to bump them 3 rings, you know. You know what? Before I even get into my bet, how pathetic is it that I see Florida fans talking about trying to claim championships? I see Auburn talking about claiming championships. But how about Florida fans putting it out there that they want to claim a couple championships? And it's crazy that they only want to claim 2. Because if Florida would have claimed 84 and 85. So if they were to claim 2 championships, that would give them 5. They always want to be like us. They always want to be like us. We got 5 rings. They got 5 rings. Chris, you got a lot going on, my guy. I'm gonna have to drop Chris. He got a lot going on. Yeah, but they got a lot. They got a lot of nerves trying to claim 2 championships so they could be like the Miami Hurricanes. Well, I tell you, they want to be like us so bad. Florida Gator fans, just go ahead and admit it. Y'all want to be like us so bad. So bad. Man, we did a number on them boys.
Okay.
Island boy, don't laugh now, because if Florida State fans claim championship, I ain't looked into it yet now, but y'all might be in that guilty party. I'm just saying, y'all might be in that guilty party. I mean, but if I wanted to jump on the bandwagon and claim championships, we probably could do so. We probably could claim the 2000 championship, which y'all played against Oklahoma. Y'all didn't deserve to be in there. You know, probably could claim the 2002 one because we got robbed, you know. But we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. It is what it is. But I think that just shows how desperate Florida fans want to have two more championships so they can have 5 so they could be like us so bad. They whole life they just want to be like us. They just want to be like us. Damn, that's tough, man. But anyway, the bet that I got for you Florida fans, and y'all got to fund this bet. Clearly, like I said, every time I troll, it's always Florida State fans coming to defend the Gators, or the other way around. It's always a Gator coming to defend the Florida State. So I'm gonna put y'all together like the Wonder Twins. I'm gonna put y'all together like the couple you are. The couple you are. So if I'm gonna make a bet with y'all, and y'all gotta fund it. If Miami lose to Florida State and Florida, every stream, every video that I make after those 2 losses will be either in a DJ Lagway jersey or in a Thomas Castellano jersey. Clearly now, both of y'all got to win because y'all are a couple. Y'all do everything together. Y'all fight each other battles together. So if Florida and Florida State beat Miami, I will wear a DJ Lagway jersey or a Thomas Castellanos jersey in every video leading up to January 1st of 2026. Now, y'all might say, well, when you make the videos, how you going to know which jersey to wear? I'm going to flip a coin, goddammit. I'm going to flip a coin. Heads, DJ Lagway. Tail, Thomas Castellanos. Now, if Miami beat both of y'all, y'all just got to like, share, subscribe, and share it everywhere. And hit the Cash App at the bottom of the screen, strolling. Y'all got to hit the Cash App. Every Florida State fan that agreed to the bet, I ain't even gonna ask y'all for nothing. I'm gonna ask y'all for $1. Just $1. Just hit the cash app for $1. I ain't even gonna ask y'all for nothing. Not much. Cause I'm that confident that Mama finna beat the brakes off both of y'all. And I won't even have to wear no DJ Lagway jersey. And I won't even have to wear no Thomas Castellanos jersey. Now, let's just say both of y'all do beat us. Let's just say that. In order for me to do this bet, y'all got to provide them jerseys. Y'all got to provide them jerseys. Because right now, I'm the only one that's at the end of a stick, end of a bad stick. If both of y'all beat us, I'll wear them jerseys in the videos or whatever. You know what? I'm gonna make it even sweeter for y'all. Florida State, I'm gonna give y'all a little separation from them because y'all is a little bit more courageous than them. Y'all ain't ran from us, you know. If Florida State beat us, I'll wear a Thomas Castellanos jersey instead the whole time. You know what, Gator fans? If y'all beat us, I'm gonna wear DJ Lagway. But if both of y'all beat us, I'm gonna just have to flip a coin. But I ain't gonna have to worry about wearing none of that. I ain't gonna have to worry about none of y'all sending me neither one of them jerseys. Cause we're gonna beat the brakes off y'all. We finna knock the sunshine out of both of y'all world. It's gonna be a dark night or day whenever we play y'all. This past season, y'all thought us beating the brakes off y'all 3 scores or better. Y'all thought that was bad, Florida State fans? It's gonna be worse this year. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. We beat Florida by 24, and we beat Florida State by 22. Don't let Florida State get away, because we did blow their ass out. Don't let them try to tell you, Cam Moore didn't do this and do that. We beat y'all by 22 goddamn points. 22 points. We blew Florida out, and y'all ride and giggle at them, but you was only better by 2 points. 2 goddamn points. That's tough. 3 scores both, man. If you're playing Madden, both of y'all got housed. Get y'all ass off the stick. Y'all don't deserve to play us. Anyways, let me put the link back in the chat. Let's get back to football. I had to put that bet out there. So if Florida beat us and Florida State beat us, I'm gonna have to flip a coin and wear a DJ Lagway jersey or Thomas Castellanos jersey, as long as they fans send it to me, because I refuse and I will not spend a dime on none of y'all gear to embarrass myself. Plain and simple. If Miami lose to Florida, send me a DJ Lagway jersey, Florida fans, and I'll wear them in every video after that. Same goes for you Florida State fans. If Florida State beat Miami, send me a Thomas Castellanos jersey, and I'll wear it in every stream and every video leading up to the January 1st of 2026. There it is. Bet's out there. Ain't taking it back. It is what it is. Cash App at the bottom of the screen, like I said. Florida Gator fans and Florida State Seminole fans, when we beat the brakes off both of y'all, go ahead and send some. Go ahead and send some. Plain and simple. That's it. The bet is out there. Now, if y'all want to make some individual bets, follow me on Twitter and getting them DMs. I'm taking all Florida bets. I'm taking all Florida State bets. As long as you ain't no troll account or, look like you'll do anything for a contact bar or something like that, I'll take bets. I might have to do the Carfax on some of y'all though, because some of y'all might be making bets and then disappear and don't pay them and stuff like that. Last year I had to hunt down a couple of Florida fans to get that money out of them. Some of them had that telephone that disconnected kind of message. We're sorry. The call that you completing that this time. Please try your call again. Some of y'all stay out of my DMs. I ain't taking bets from none of y'all. But if you're serious, get in them DMs. All right. So, like I said, man, tomorrow, man, there's football to be talked about, football to be watched. We got football again, guys. Bright and early, get up. Game day should be going on. A game in Dublin. Hopefully, Nick Saban don't make the same mistake again and lie to us about how great of a team each one of these teams is, and then we watch, them go 2-10 and stuff like that. Hopefully, that don't happen. But just want to pop back online, talk a little trash real quick. The day before this game, we'll talk a little bit more about Miami Notre Dame. Obviously, you guys already know how Mario Cristobal roll. You're not getting no depth chart until the game. Hell, you'll be watching the game when you see who's starting. We kind of got an idea who the ones and twos are going to be, but you will not get that directly out of Mario Cristobal or the coaching staff. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about all the games that happened over the weekend. Y'all know how we do it over here. Y'all already know. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Get back used to, me going live and dropping videos. Obviously, I'm going to be doing reaction videos. I'm going to be dropping my thoughts and opinions on the Florida State games, the Florida Gator games, and the Miami Hurricane game. Obviously, the Florida game will be kind of like my main attraction, my main event this year, because, like I said, clearly we don't know the next time we're going to play those guys. We don't know. They might dodge us for the rest of their lives with this new SEC, scheduling. And then on top of that, the Big Ten, it's a lot going on with the Big Ten and Miami and stuff like that. But, we'll talk about that when it's more relevant. But the Big Ten is definitely in the works. Anyways, guys, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, get comfortable. We about to do this thing like we always do. Appreciate all you guys that I've been running into that's been telling me that, I need to come back on the scene. Appreciate y'all. All right, take it easy. Good night, y'all.